magazines or you go to some of the culinary stores, they're so expensive.
Yes.
So that's a great price. You ready to chop?
I am. This is one of your favorites.
It's my favorite. Like I said, Lydia and I launched this, and first of all, when we brought this out, and when I explained to you, first of all, when you see what it does, but when I explained to you what you are getting, how incredible this works. This is a chopper, but this part up here, and everybody who comes in my kitchen, they're like, love it. You're looking at a beautiful glass bowl, a gorgeous ceramic look. You have limon is the one print, or we have the Poppy Perry, $34.95. By the way, when you go to hsn.com, 4.6 stars. I mean, it is a huge customer pick. $19.95. Look, we're doing this so that everybody out there will just come on in, make your purchase. It couldn't be easier. Stainless, you have the 4 different blades. We'll talk more about that. It's powerful. Mince, chop, blend. You're gonna do it all for $19.95. Crazy.
Garlic. You know, chefs, what they do, you need a mise en place. You need to get yourself ready.
Everything in its place.
And you know what? This is the right size because you get those big bowls and you have garlic flying all over, or you do a lot of garlic. This is, you just pull it out, and here is your chopped garlic. Now, not only the chopped garlic, you can...
Oh, I forgot to mention that.
Well, I'll remind you.
Oh, thank you. I needed you.
We'll store it just like that.
How awesome.
So, and put it in the refrigerator, and you're done.
And you get the lid that comes with it, of course.
Absolutely.
Easy.
Let's do chopped parsley. So, you know, chopped garlic, chopped parsley, we're halfway there with whatever. Otherwise, you have to stay there with your knife and chop, 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 chop.
Chop, exactly.
But this is the right amount. Usually,
and Lydia, you have the double stack blades, right?
Yes.
So does that help it chop quicker, more evenly?
Yes.
Okay,
smaller, quicker, all of that. And let's...
Yep, right on the top. Look at how easy. One button. Hit that hot button.
And once in a while, stop. You take a look if you like the size that you have chopped.
Right.
I like my parsley a little on the chunky side. Okay, let's
put that there. Perfect.
And
you heard the bowl. Oh, okay. Let me let you know what I have. And this, like I said, this is our final show with Lydia. We have only in the limon. We have only a 1,600, and I have 2,600 of the Poppy. $19.95. The lowest price this has ever been, and a phenomenal. So now, Parmesan.
Grated cheese. You know, you buy those jars, cheese have been laying around, grated.
Right,
you lose
and they
half
have
of the
nowhere
flavor.
near the same flavor.
No. So, and you can buy a chunk of cheese, cut whatever you need, and this will do the job for you.
Yes. And actually, what is the capacity of this? I don't even know if I have that down. I forget. With the bowl itself, I don't think I even have that. The bowl's almost 8 inches, but I don't know what the capacity is of it.
I would say 2 pints here,
2 pints? Okay.
But you don't want to overfill it.
Right. Look at that.
Look at this.
Oh.
And the aroma that comes from the cheese when you grate it, when you grate it fresh. You know, food is, you know, you don't want to waste. You want the aroma, you want the flavor, you want, look at this.
Oh my gosh, I wish you guys were here, could smell it. 34 ounces.
Smell.
Oh, that smells so good. There's nothing better than great Parmesan cheese.
Okay.
Ooh. And by the way, we even have these plates, I believe, coming up a little bit later on.
Yes, but I'm going to use them.
But see, that's the difference. When you grate it, first of all, it's less money when you grate it yourself. The flavor is so much better, and you can see how quick and easy.
You know what you're reading. This is important because, you know, when it's packaged, when it's manufactured, you never know what. And then, of course, the infamous pestata. Which is pestata. Pestata means to pestare.
Okay.
The vegetables, carrots, celery, and onions. Very much Italian. And that's, you will see me do that at the beginning of a lot of my cooking. This is the pestata. In other cultures, they use also, they put peppers in there in the pestata.
Oh, they do?
So,
it's called pestata?
Yeah, sort of. It's... And
Look
there you
it
go.
And you saw, I mean, these are thick, carrots, but look at how, and by the way, over 800 spoken for, like at 1995, do not buy one. Honestly, this is where you think ahead, you've got the holidays right around the corner, Father's Day, great gift for Dad, but like I said, I own it, I use it all the time, it works better for me than any other chopper I've had. It's just quick and easy, and then you put it right in the dishwasher too.
Yeah,
That took seconds, Lydia.
There you go. So you see, when you prepare, our chef, as I said, we do the mise en place. We have, and I'm gonna put it all here, and then I'm gonna be ready to cook. Let's see.
So what would you add this to?
This is the base, like, you know, the braised short ribs you said there.
Oh, right, right. And that was simple. So that was just onions, carrots,
and celery.
That was it.
If you want to go more on the South American style, you add little peppers in there, green peppers.
Why not?
And
why not?
There you go. Okay.
Thank you, Miss Tracy.
Thank you. She's always here at the right time.
She's always here.
Now, breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs.
You know, you buy breadcrumbs, you don't know how long they've been staying there, you don't know what flavors and whatever.
Exactly.
But you have old bread at home, you know, let it dry out, and voila.
Oh, look at it. And you can see the power as you're watching this. Look at how powerful this is.
But look.
Yeah,
you know,
in seconds. Boom. Fresh breadcrumbs. Fresh.
So I'm going to put I like to flavor my breadcrumbs, a little bit of oregano. And you know, if you put a little bit of olive oil and oregano and all of this, becomes a great coating for when you roast fish or chicken.
Oh, that's a great idea. Olive oil is amazing for everything in life to me. I love olive oil.
Okay, so this
There you go, a little oregano in there. But again, you guys are watching at home and you can just see, thank you, honey, how fast this is and how quick and how easy this is to use. So we have only now.
How good.
Huh? Ooh, that smells good.
That's the
and then
oregano.
look, you make it yourself. So again, like you said, Liv, you know what's in it. You know what you're eating.
Nuts, pistachio, you know, us Italians down in Sicily, pistachio, some of the best pistachios in the world are the Bronta pistachio from Sicily.
And you can put this on fish, on so many different things.
You know what I use? I use it also in pesto.
And pesto, right? With the pastas. Wow. And thank you. We see hundreds of people that are now calling. And, you know, this is such a great gift for everyone. Because if you are going to be in the kitchen, most of us don't cook because we hate the prep, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to sit there for hours and hours with the knife, the chopping, and all of that nightmare. So look at how fast.
Look at this. This is great
amazing.
to make desserts, cannoli, cookies. I put it in pesto, you know, pinoli nuts. I like a little of the pistachio nuts
that's
sometimes.
a good idea.
And then, of course,
Yeah.
let's see, okay. We have.
Oh, we love us some avocado.
You do, huh? Okay.
And for anybody watching, I'm going to keep you updated, but definitely the limon is in the lead. That's the one that I have at home is the limon. So it's just the two choices, limon or the poppy perry. So these are both of our signatures that we have with Lydia. Making a great little salad now. I'm going to toss a little avocado on it.
Freddie, why don't you come and open this? Look, that she's gonna do it. She's gonna add.
There you go, Trace.
Because I want to show you how to make a dressing. One of the most important things, you know, people say, "Oh, I always do bottled dressings." You don't need the bottled dressing. I have a little mustard
they're expensive.
here. Yeah, I have a little mustard here, and I have the egg yolks. The egg yolk.
That's an egg yolk?
Yes, those are the egg yolks, and I have the egg. I save the egg whites also. I throw it in right here. I throw it right in the salad, so you don't waste anything.
Perfect.
But
Perfect.
you use the egg yolks to emulsify everything.
Oh, that's a great little tip there.
Right? A little garlic. And
Why not?
Yeah. And mustard.
Mustard?
Yeah, mustard. Now you can put mustard. You can put even a little ketchup in here. You can deviate from Lydia's recipe. And I tell you all the time, you know, I feel like you really need to feel the recipe and what you have and what your family likes, not necessarily.
And then like taste it and add, like you say, whatever additional you want to add.
Okay.
By the way, I do want to mention that a lot of people I'm hearing from Pat, my fabulous producer, people are buying more than one. As I said, and this is exactly what I encourage you to do. This is our last show with Lydia, and at a price of only $19.95. And you get it home, because I heard from some people on social media, they were like, I couldn't believe it when I got it home. This bowl is not plastic, it is glass. It's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, this is going to be a really good
So
dressing.
when you want to make a dressing, oil, vinegar, garlic, you can put onions if you'd like. The egg yolk emulsifies, cooked egg yolk, a little mustard. You can put a little ketchup or whatever. So you see how versatile this is.
Right,
And
right.
how handy it can be in your kitchen.
That
so,
looks really good.
you see?
I'm going to stick my finger in there and taste it.
Go ahead.
Oh, man, that's good. Oh, you know why? Because I love the mustard. That is delicious, Lydia.
Look at this.
Look at that. And you made it. You know what's in it. And here's the thing, that most of us have all these ingredients in our home anyway, right?
Right.
So you're going out and spending all this money.
But you can make this in a few minutes, and you have it. You can make it in advance. This keeps well in the refrigerator.
Because that's because you get the lid. So remember, you get the storage lid that comes right along with it. So you're not just getting, it's not just the chopper, it's the chopper in the lid. So after you make it again, you just pop it right in the refrigerator.
Okay. And we'll make pesto.
Pesto, ooh, let's do it.
Okay.
You could add more to the pasta. And I want to show it to you in a minute. After that, I'm going to show you how you have, like, they're stainless steel blades, but you have, like, the double levels of them. So it's also, items that are at the top, it's drawing them down, right? So it's going to chop everything evenly for you. And only about 1,300 left in the limon.
All right. Pinoli nuts.
Oh, thank you, Tracy. I can show that to everyone here now, too, which is great. So this is the blade. And you can see how you have the different blades, the ones in the bottom and the ones in the top. So as it's rotating, you know, again, powerful, right? It's pulling the food or whatever the items are down. So you're getting an even chop throughout with everyone. And these are stainless, and they're sharp blades. They're really sharp. But you don't expect power like this, certainly out of a chopper that you're paying like $19.95 for. So great value.
So we have the garlic, the basil, the pine nuts, a little bit of salt, and the cheese we save for last to put the pesto. And the pesto is as simple as that.
And look, you see, you just put it on, it locks right in place when you put the lid on it.
It clicks.
It clicks, you hear it click, exactly. And then you just hit the button.
Okay. And then you can go look back into it. I'm looking. Okay, some of the things are...
It looks good. Do you like it like that?
I'm going to give it another little twirl.
Okay.
But I do like, you know, kind of the pesto. I don't like it kind of really watery. I like it that it has a little bit of body to it.
Got it. Got it. On it goes. You can always just go back. And by the way, even if you have problems with like finger dexterity, it's a really easy button.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
Absolutely.
Now the cheese.
You add a little cheese and just give it a twirl. And this is ready to be served on your pasta.
Gosh, that
just
looks
like
so
that.
fabulous.
You don't even, the cheese is ground. You don't need to. Look at this.
Right, because you
then,
did your cheese.
Let me tell you, you can make a bigger amount.
Right.
And you put it in little containers.
Take the little, see, this is the lid that comes with every one of them.
Right. But the pesto, you put it, you can make a full of this. So more you can keep on adding.
It's a good idea.
And save it and freeze it.
I love freeze
But you know what?
idea.
When I use this to dress, don't forget to rinse this out with a little bit of the hot pasta water so you don't waste anything.
Good idea. And you get the scraper, by the way, too. So that little scraper that Lydia's been using, that comes right along with it. And I know we have only a matter of seconds, but don't miss this at $19.95. Limon or the Poppy Perry. These are the only two options. I know we have several hundred people that are calling right now because it's hard to wrap your head around $19.95 for this, right? And particularly, like I said, when you get it home and you use it. This is a glass bowl, 34 ounces for that glass bowl. You get that beautiful ceramic-like top. This is the limon. This one is the Poppy Perry. And I like that we have all of the coordinating serving pieces to go right along with it as well. But FlexPay, so you have FlexPay takes it down to $6.65 on any credit card, debit card, PayPal, Apple Pay to get this home. So, and you'll use it. Now, like I said, not only that, but you'll look at the recipes and go, okay, I can do this now because now I can do all the chopping and prepping and I'm not there with the knife.
Absolutely.
Look at everything you've done.
Yes, tick-tock.
Tick-tock, exactly.
We've done it. And so let me, I'm gonna mix this. I want a kale salad like that. Everybody's into kale salad, but you need a good dressing.
Yeah, you sure do. I can't do kale on its own.
No?
No, it's just a little too bitter for me. But that dressing is amazing.
But you know what you need to do to kale? Look at this.
Soak it?
No, you need to kind of massage it a little bit. Wash it, and then massage it with your hands.
Oh.
Give it a massage.
Really? So that
You know, food, you gotta love it.
I know. You
gotta
do. You
love
just
it.
have to like dive in there
You
with
know,
it, right?
I love to touch food because it tells me so much about the food when I touch it.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.